Alright, just to give you guys a quick rundown of the minimum and recommended PC requirements for Halo Infinite. 343 just announced this today and I'm going to be reading it out to you guys. For the minimum requirements, you need at least Windows 10, RS3 or default creators update. The CPU, you need at least an AMD FX 8370. On the Intel side, you need at least a Core i5 4440, which is a 4th gen Core i5 CPU. For the GPU, you need at least a AMD RX 570, and for the NVIDIA side, you need at least a GTX 1050 Ti. You need at least 4GB of VRAM and 8GB of RAM. For recommended PC requirements, you need at least Windows 10 19H2 or the November 2019 update. For CPU, you need at least a Ryzen 7 3700X, which is a 3rd generation Ryzen CPU. For Intel, you need at least a Core i7 9700K, which is a 9th generation CPU. For the GPU, for AMD, you need at least an RX 5700 XT. For NVIDIA, you need at least an RTX 2070. For VRAM, you need at least 8GB or more. And for RAM, you need at least 16GB or more. Those are the PC requirements for Halo Infinite. Now that we're done talking about the PC requirements for Halo Infinite, I really want to talk about a little bit about the performance concerns that people are having. Personally, I had a video yesterday where I had like a 7-minute video gameplay of me playing Halo Infinite. And in the upper left corner of the video, you can actually see like a on-screen display of the performance charts of how the game is running. And even if I have the game on the lowest settings, the game does not run really well on my system. And this is on purpose because you have to remember that this is a development build of a game that, you know, I think this build is 2 months old. A lot of the optimizations is not yet there. And not to mention, the important thing as to why performance is a big impact is simply because there's a lot of telemetry data running in the background. This telemetry data that 343 has in the flight builds is very important when testing because there's a lot of things to test here, and 343 needs all that data to be processed, right? They all need that data to be sent to the developers at 343 to figure out what part of the system is not working and what part is not performing really well. And that's why you're seeing a lot of these performance issues, simply because there's a lot of telemetry data in the background, and that's all there is to it. And again, this is not the final representation of the build that will be coming later this year. Once the game is out in holiday 2021, then that's the only time we'll be able to judge the performance of the game. For right now, don't set your expectations that this is the final build as to how the game is gonna run. Alright, that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. And stay tuned for more Halo Infinite videos.
Cause I don't want nobody change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away.